you? What are you doing here? I had thought... I hoped to never... Why did you bring it here?
You said you would come back for me, but you never did. Alone for all those years, picked up and discarded by countless strange hands, hoping every time that they might be yours. What did I do wrong?
It was no fault of yours. It is I who am to blame. It was shame. I was born a cipher. As a young woman, I was apprenticed to a master animancer. He was keen to refine the art of housing souls, and he believed someone of my abilities might be an asset to his aim. My parents made a pretty copper on that deal. When I left him, I took Modwyr with me. I thought it was my responsibility to look after it. I decided that my penance for Modwyr's creation would be to hunt those who used animancy for terrible ends. For a time, I took a position with Dunreed Row in Defiance Bay. I saw things that haunt my nights still. With every unscrupulous animancer brought to justice, my guilt grew, knowing I was their equal in evils done. I fled for Deadfire to the Principe, but I was too naive to know that shame has fleet feet. It devoured me. I thought if Modwyr were gone, I might finally be free of my shame. How foolish I was. But what of you? What do you want?
I don't remember my life before, so I can't hate you for stealing it from me. I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive your betrayal, but... I would still prefer to stay with Yngfrith if she would have me. But I care for you as well. I have to wonder, what'll happen to me after both of you die? Can my soul even return to the wheel? Though I've only known life as a weapon and I've no desire to die, neither do I want to live forever. I'm only a weapon. A tool. And even though you're still a ham-handed halfwit, I trust you. So you decide.
You're right. After what I've done, I have no claim to it.
Hey, so... we need to talk about what happened with Yngfrith. Good? Bad? I don't know how to feel. Should I be angry she was willing to let me go? Should I be happy you wanted to stay with me? You know what? You're right. We're good. I'm happy. The past is past, and all that emotionally healthy philosophical shit people say when they want to pretend they're over something. Hey. Thanks. You know, for everything. Ew. I think your sincerity's rubbing off on me. What will the other weapons think? Before you get all bent out of shape, I'm kidding. Mostly.
Gellarde, such a solace it is to see you again. Well, share and share, as is the law of the coast. Meaning what? But at last, you were able to read his soul, despite how much time has passed? God save us from fools who battle with blind trust. A death guard? How fascinating. And terrible. I must of course presume that you've unearthed a promising lead for us. Perhaps you were able to learn about Rivan's whereabouts, of where her spectral ship oft anchors? I can summon to mind no island with such name. Likely it hides now behind another. I will charge my best chroniclers to track our isle through the centuries. I believe you're becoming an invaluable asset to the Principe, and I deeply value each of my assets. You must accept this token of my immense appreciation. A matter of a rather delicate nature has arisen. One which I believe could benefit from your, let us say, expertise. An associate of mine is in need of a favor. A favor that necessitates a great deal of discretion. See to this for me, and I will weight you with a considerable amount of coin. It involves something of a sensitive topic among the Principi. I'll explain further once I can trust you're fully committed. A wealthy and influential man. What more do you need to know? My associate conducts dealings with a group of traders of a sort. The traders are having a bit of trouble with their newest stock. First, swear it. I have your word on pain of death, amica. Go on. Then you're to head to Crookspur Island, where you'll meet with Master Kua. He runs the biggest slavers' port in the Deadfire. However, they've run afoul of the locals. So now, their trade routes are under constant ambush. No, It is my associate who does that dealing. My opinion on the trade is of little matter. It is legal, unlike many of our own activities. Gellarde, I knew I could count on you. Here, I'll mark Crooksburg on your charts. When you get there, speak with Master Kua. Tell him I've sent you, and he'll fill you in on what he needs.
Spent me prime, hurrah for the dead fire lines. Just take a trek to Port Magic, to Midway, hey hurrah, yeah. To Port Magic, where the sailors stay, hurrah for the dead fire lines. Then the young captains you'll see there, to Midway, hey hurrah, yeah. With the knee-high boots and the fine dark hair, hurrah for...
You're the captain who Aeldys invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep an eye out. It's so I can provide you an escort when you arrive. Right this way, Captain. It's my pleasure to show our honoured guest around. Aye, it sure is.
You must be Captain. Glad you could make it, Loveson. Like what you see? The mark on this side, it means I'm the second highest rank on the Council of Captains. I'm but one chair below that cockrot Furrante. Now, I know I offered you a full parley, but I'm a pirate, which means I'm loyal to my crew. But otherwise, I lie whenever it benefits me. You killed my fourth chair, and a damn good friend. A part of me might be impressed, but a part of me wants to flay the skin from your face. Understand? If you've an explanation, I'd advise you to give it up real quick. So you settled it, as pirates do. Suppose I can't fault you for that. Still... You cut off my right hand. How do you plan to replace it? Only so long as you're loyal to me, you will. But someone's got to fill his seat. Suppose you were to throw your weight behind mine. Aye, I think you're seeing the way of things. How we might come to a beneficial agreement. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'll admit, I really like you, Captain. You got guts, and not just smattered in your hair. I'd like to make you a deal. Thing is, I've got this worry pricking at the back of my mind, Dove. Been irritating me for a while, like a persistent scratch. I know you've met with Furrante, that you may even be working for him, that pribbling cock-rot. But that doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Don't do anything to let him catch on. Just keep me apprised of certain future events as they shape up. Shh. No need to say anything, not yet. You just think on it next time you're toiling for a man who'd happily gut you after you've done his bidding, given half the chance. When the time's right, we'll set our strategy. Well, what can I do, you lovesome? That I do, lovesome. A real powerful one you got there. Where in Aora did you happen to find it? Think Ravan will be wanting it back then? I know I do. Hold on to that, lovesome. You've given me a thought as to how I might track the floating hangman. I'll tell you further when I know more myself. So I heard. And so I'm impressed. I like when someone does me and mine a favor. Makes me feel real friendly towards them, you know? And I like to give my friends little tokens of my appreciation, like this. Expect me to be in touch, if or when I need you. Elsewise, do come to see me should you happen to uncover any particularly juicy tidbits regarding Furrante's political schemes. I've got a problem, Watcher, and I think you're just the captain to solve it. Me and Furrante don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, not least of which is the future of the Principe. We got few rules amongst us new bloods, but one of them is that you live free. We steal and we might murder, but if you pledge to us, you're our blood, our family. Now, if I were to act in direct opposition to Furrante, he'd use it to call a vote of the Council of Captains. He'd see me swinging by the neck. But no one's got a leash on you. Which means if you were to, perchance, free the slaves at Crooksburg, Furrante couldn't do piss all about it. No one deserves to be enslaved by another. Understand? I'm asking you to sail to Crooksburg to meet with one of mine. She's hiding within their midst, and will have insider information on the slavers. She'll find you, lovesome. You'll know her by her scar. It's a ghastly sight. I've only suppositions to offer you, lovesome. But I'd bet my swollenette Furrante is attempting to gain standing with someone other than the slavers. Aiding the slavers is small fry for a captain like Furrante. It wouldn't pay well enough to be worth the investment. No, he's got ulterior motives, mark my words. I know they base their operations in the Deadfire out of Crooksburg. I know they're small but ruthless, and they've run into problems shipping around the islands. Find me when you've freed those slaves. I'll make it worth your while. Captain? We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, lovesome. We own this sea, and the sea loves us back in her twisted way. Furrante pines for a homeland he's never seen. But what does old Valia mean to me or my crew? We're not Valian, and we never will be. Though if you're Valian and you want to join our bloodline, you're more than welcome. Generations ago, and I grew like a weed in the deerwood, you see? You say Consueglo me casitas, I say Council of Captains. You say Principe, I say Best Pirates in the Deadfire. You say Swollenet, I say, well, some things stay the same. What? Like for hobbies? When I'm not out plundering the seas, I'm right here ruling my fleet. Suppose I like a good bit of target practice. And of course, who doesn't like rum and a hot bath? Don't guess you like the same? Well, sure. You're welcome to use mine. But perhaps later, when there's less of a crowd around. Got something for me, Dove? I'm all ears. I figured as much. That's how Furrante gained his political standing. And that's how he keeps it. With underhanded tactics that whittle his opponents into ruin. Me? I prefer to face my foes head on. Give them the chance to join me before I fucking annihilate them. And I like to reward those who support me. I'm good to my allies, you see. For your troubles, Dove, let me share with you a little of my treasure. Nekataka? But why there, lovesome? Well, go on then. I'm sure you've heard our saying, share and share, as is the law of the coast. Explains how she's captain of an undead crew. That also tells me, if she's a Death Guard, then there'll be something she's wanting most fierce. Something she may be willing to bargain for. This bit of knowledge is something I can assuredly work with. I always did like untangling the threads of history. It's like puzzling out an encoded treasure map. Only to reap these spoils, we've to uncover the mysteries of the past. Give me time, and I'll find the means to deal with Lucia. Then we'll be one fathom closer to commandeering the floating hangman. The floating hangman is the remains of the Fonferus. Interesting. Quite very interesting. I had heard rumors as to such. The floating hangman flies a flag featuring the burning palace from Old Valia. I've only suppositions to offer you, lovesome. But I'd bet my swollenet Furrante is attempting to gain standing with someone other than the slavers. Aiding the slavers is small fry for a captain like Furrante. It wouldn't pay well enough to be worth the investment. Nope, he's got ulterior motives, mark my words. You can bet I'll be looking into Ferrante's possible business and political associations further. For the tip, however slight, I thank you. As you wish, Dove. I am happily and wholeheartedly at your disposal. At least until I get bored.